Hey everybody, welcome to my week 10 update. Very much different location, I know. And what's up with classes, right? Long story, we're gonna get into that. I've had a very busy week. You can see my dog because that's what we did. We went walking this morning. Um, we're gonna talk about how a busy week can also affect your weigh-in and why. Monday, I started my week out with going to see some fall colors with my mom and daughter. We went into North Carolina. You'll have to watch to see where we went. I've got video clips and pictures of that. I went to the baby doctor with my daughter-in-law to figure out what the gender was. Well, I did. I was the gender keeper, and they had the gender reveal over this weekend. And then on Friday, I met up with another keto YouTuber in Gatlinburg, and we headed into Caves Cove in Elkmont. It was a nice ride. It's beautiful. Oh my gosh, sitting in that traffic. So you just got to stay tuned to see that and see what the weigh-in came in at. Hey everybody, I'm Nora, and you're watching Norielori's Keto and Health. I'm coming at you with over 3 years of experience with keto. That includes my own journey in the research and helping other people along the way. If you like these type of videos, why don't you go ahead and subscribe? And to be honest, you may want to subscribe because you just never know what I'm going to come up with. So let's dive into this video and see what transpired this week. Hey everybody, not my general location of filming, I know, but this is where I'm at. It is like 8 o'clock in the morning. I was going to start earlier, forgot my leash for my dog, as you can see. Good night. We are up here walking. I haven't walked in 3 weeks. 4 weeks. I haven't walked since I come back from vacation, and I just don't remember where I'm at on that. Time has just blended together, to be honest. So here I am up here to get walking. And the reason why I'm showing this is because I know I just talked about how I've been feeling so blah over the last couple of weeks. And somebody suggested maybe it was my electrolytes. I agree. That is probably part of it. I have definitely not been salting my water like I normally did. I usually salt 1 to 2 bottles a day plus the salt from my food. And I have not salted nearly enough the last 3 weeks. And I've not been drinking nearly enough water. I did meet up with another YouTuber. She can clarify that I definitely didn't drink a lot of anything when I was with her while we were going around Caves Cove Loop. So that's part of it. The other thing, you can see the walk trail out there. I haven't been walking either, and that is something that really affects a lot of things in my life. Mood being one of them. It also affects my blood glucose and ketone numbers, and they've been okay, but they've not been great. And when I get home, I'm going to be showing you my book and my numbers, and you'll see real fast that I don't always remember to do that every day, but I try to keep the majority going. So I will be showing you that, and these weekly updates, I will be showing you how my numbers have changed as I implement in walking. Now, another big reason why I walk is because I have nerve pain in my left leg, and the keto has really helped keep the inflammation down. So like, I haven't had to take any ibuprofen for any of the achiness that's in it, but it is achy, and walking is the other part of the formula for that for me, and I need to get walking so that it doesn't bother me as much. It doesn't make it go away 100%, but it makes it barely noticeable, and it has been increasingly getting more and more. So yeah, I knew my butt needed to get back here to the park so that me and the dog can walk. It's beneficial for both of us. It gets our energy out. That means I can go do the rest of my video today, and I'm not going to hear a peep out of her, but that don't mean the cats will be behaving. So, uh, animal life, I tell you. So, I'm not going to be walking my regular 3 miles. I'm going to try to aim for a mile and a half today, and we're going to build off in that mile and a half for the next 2 weeks and build it back up to my 3 miles. And once I'm back up to 3 miles, I think I'm going to start doing PYO again. And PYO is just yoga and Pilates, but it's constant moving. You're moving from one move to the next. I love it, but I hate it. And I think it's time to start toning up and putting some muscle under this flabby skin. So let's get started with this. Oh, but before we do, look at this cool park. This is new at this park, and as you can see, it's got some handicap accessible things going on. Thank you, loud car. So yeah, it's a nice little park. We've also got a skate park here. Oh, you can hardly see it, but we got a skate park, and we got basketball court over there. Of course, it's not open because of the COVID. They don't want contact sports, but we can do football. But that's a whole different story for another time. Let's get started with it. Hey everybody, I said that I was going to show you the way that I track my blood glucose, ketones, and blood pressures, and some of the other things that I do. So just real quickly, I'm going to let you know I am not perfect at this. I have days that I don't do it. But for the most part, I try to do this daily. So I do track my blood glucose and my ketone numbers and my blood pressure and my pressure weight. And right here, you are going to see that I always put down what my starting weight for that month is. I was at 205. And then at the end of the month, let me flip this bad boy over. I've got different numbers, if I can get the focus here. All right, so it shows what my starting weight was, what my end weight was, and I show the loss. And I give myself some notes here. 57 pounds till my goal, 28 weeks at 2 pounds, and I kind of give myself when I might be able to hit that goal. And like I said, maybe, because a lot of things can affect that, and then I've got my measurements and things like that. So, I take these upon awaking. I don't suggest to do that. I actually advise most people to do that because most people don't understand that upon waking, the first numbers you're going to see is affected by the dawn phenomenon. 1 hour, the numbers should be starting to come down. And I'll just show you. I don't always have high ketone numbers, but I'm continuously losing weight. Things that you eat can also affect your your blood pressure the next day. So the Boz ratio, if you've ever watched Dr. Boz, she's a good keto doctor. She basically takes your blood sugar and you divide your ketones into it. It's relatively easy to do. It's easier than trying to figure out your GKI, but I have started doing that too. And I just use the Keto Mojo calculator to do that. But she's got a range here. Anything that's 80 to 40 is considered weight loss. 40 to 20 is a autophagy, and 20 and under is like the therapeutic levels, cancer fighting and stuff like that. And she came up with that to help her own mom deal with her cancer. So this is just kind of a little something that I do. All right, so let's talk about my week. It was everything crazy. I was pretty busy almost every day this week, so I got to go and backtrack a little bit because I gave you a sneak peek of my Saturday of the tour instruction. So we did that on Saturday. Sunday kind of was like a low-key day. We didn't really do a whole lot of anything. Oh, yeah, we did. We went to Clark's Creek. That's where I actually recorded my video, my last weekly update video. So we did that on Sunday, but that's really close to the house. Monday, my mom and my daughter and I, we went into North Carolina to Chattahoochee, looked at some spectacular fall colors and elk. I was a little upset we couldn't get through all of it. They were grading the road, so some of the big fields were actually closed off, but where we were at, we were able to see some elk. So I do have some video footage and pictures of that. So that was a pretty good day to be able to spend it with the ladies and my life. Tuesday, I was kind of in my feelings. So we're going to circle back around to this because I want to go into this a little bit deeper. Wednesday, it was a doctor's day. I went with my son to his contacts fitting, and then I went with my daughter-in-law to her OBGYN, and they did what they consider a boutique thing, and that's to get the gender of the baby. So it was really awesome because I was the first one to know what my grandbaby is. And I know I haven't talked about my grandbaby on this channel. This is my first grandbaby from my oldest son, and I am super excited. I can't wait to spoil this baby because this baby is going to be so spoiled. So we did that on Wednesday. Thursday was just like a not much of anything kind of day, but doing some research and stuff for future videos. And then Friday, let me insert you the clip of what I was doing in Gatlinburg / Cades Cove and Elkwant. So let me insert that clip here. It's been a busy week this week. I'm ending my week off with meeting up with somebody. I am the tour guide today. I am showing them a little bit of what's around Gatlinburg. We head to the Smoky Mountains. We've been to Cades Cove, and now we're at Elkwant. It's a little logging town that was here. But without further ado, let me introduce to you my new friend. This is Keto Diamond. Say hi to Joni, everybody.
Howdy, y'all. Keto Diamond here. Come visit if you haven't. I don't know.
That's right. We, us keto girls, got to hang together. We got to support each other. So let's support each other, and let's see what kind of trouble we can get into.
A lot of it, apparently.
Yeah, what I did a meet and greet with another YouTuber, and some of you know her because you all were so nice enough to come over to my channel because she promoted me, and I am super excited about that. So I am doing some changing to my videos because I'm new and I want to get into the right groove to bring you content that you're gonna like. So yeah, that was a full day from the morning to my evening. I came home so tired, and I didn't get a lot of sleep. Sleep affects weigh-ins too. So I didn't weigh in on Friday like I normally do. I did that on Saturday. But I had to start my morning out super early because my youngest son went to a motorcycle class to learn all the rules, regulations, and ride, and get certified for that. And then Saturday afternoon was the gender reveal. Now, normally I wouldn't add that into my next video, but I'm already talking about how excited I am, and I can't contain myself. So you're going to see a picture, but I'll add more stuff in my next week. So sneak peek for that. So circling back around to my Tuesday, like I said, I was all up in my feelings, and I had things in the house because if you've seen from the week before, I found a really great deal at the grocery outlet, and I was able to get chocolate covered peanuts put out by Lily's for $1 a bag. $1 a bag. We are talking like $5 savings per bag. Yeah. So that great deal that I found, I had already proportioned out serving sizes so I could just grab them so I could eat them quickly. That day I started off with my macadamians nuts and finished them, which I only had one serving. That wasn't too bad. And then I went for the chocolate covered peanuts, and then I went for another one, and I was like, whoa. I had already broke my fast that day, and I was like, there's no reason I should be munchy. There's nothing. And then I realized real quick that I was just grabbing for quick, sweet stuff. And I knew I was already up in my feelings. And I was like, dang it. I resorted back to some of my old behaviors. You see, yeah, it was keto stuff. But technically, except for the nuts, but technically chocolate covered nuts is what you would consider junk food. And a lot of us are used to eating these type of foods, so we come up with these alternative foods, so that it's not as stressful, or you can transition into keto easier. But in the end, junk food is junk food. And if that's your go-to when things get tough, which was for me, it doesn't matter how healthy it is or healthier for you. You just swapped it out. You're not fixing anything. You're not dealing with the root of the problem. So I was like, okay, gotta stop this. I gotta do something different. I cannot eat my feelings away. I can't do what I used to do. And that's something that my journey has really taught me about, is a lot about myself. And I normally would not have had this stuff in the house. Well, I would have, the macadamias probably. But I would have just started eating other things in bigger quantities, basically, is what would have happened. But I caught it. And I reined myself in, and I thought about it, and I thought about my feelings and why I was feeling the way that I was and what to do about it. So I wrote out a plan of action, and I worked through those feelings. So my point is, let keto teach you about yourself, but don't necessarily just swap out your habit for something that's keto junk, keto sweets. That's not fixing the root of the problem. That is your coping mechanism. So it's really, really important to, one, start to identify these things. Two, start coming up with some new coping mechanisms so that when you realize that you're in that moment, that you need to do something differently and start to break those habits. That's probably one of the number one reasons why we gain weight the way that we do and affect our hormones, is because of the way that we deal with stress and things of that nature. We love that dopamine response in the brain, and we keep going back to it. And when we keep repeating that to get the same response, then we start becoming addicted to the sugar. Now, if I would have continued to eat through my feelings, there was a good possibility that I would have cheated. I already feel that eating an excess of foods that I don't normally do, even though it was keto, was kind of like a cheat for me, because it's not something that I normally do, and it's something that I have curbed for months now. But that's what I ran to. So I just really wanted to stress that we need to be aware in the moment. We need to work on different coping mechanisms, and journaling and is a great way to deal with the feelings and get them out. Get them out of your body. Do not overthink it anymore, and start to let it go. Because once you journal, you don't have to keep that in a journal. You can crumple it up, you can throw it away, you can burn it, you can do whatever you want with it to help start to let go. And breaking through those old habits is what's going to help keep you successful in the long run. So without further ado, let's see some pictures of my busy week, and I'm going to end that here with you. So bye, my friends, and enjoy all the pretty colors and the gender of that baby. Bye, everybody.